there's always been something special going on with you. And it's because within yourself is the answer to any question the world has. I don't think it's going to surprise you, even though it seems a little bit weird meeting me in this space today. But I am you. And I just wanted you to know that you are what the world needs. And I think you've always known and felt it. You have a compassion to you, and you've always cultivated it. You've always lent out a hand to those in need. More than that, you've always known that even though you are here having a human experience, there's more going on than just that. And that's why you've been able to step aside from yourself in a really special way for your whole life. The ability to just kind of step outside of yourself and see the situation from a new vantage point, a new perspective. And that's part of what allows you to bring this specialness through, even today, synchronizing and calling this video forth into your life. See, you really are what the world needs. That's why you're here. Because you're a gift. You're a gift to this world and to all of us in it. And for that, I wanted to thank you. And I wanted you to know that I know it can get confusing in this place. Hard to figure what's the right path, what's the right direction to go. Should I do this? Should I do that? What's more effective? What's the best way to give back? And I wanted to let you know that I understand that confusion. But let's go ahead and take a step aside and see from that special vantage point that we both know you've always been in, the ability to perceive from. It's all about compassion, love, giving that love. And it starts first by not trying to figure out what are you supposed to do in this world, which is what a lot of people end up trying to figure, I know. But it starts by sharing that love that is your special gift that you came here with, first with yourself. That's step one. Share that love and compassion with yourself. Be good to yourself. The world needs you. And if you can't take care of yourself, how can you expect to show up for anyone or anything else? So that's step one. Give that compassion to yourself. Take care of yourself. I know it can be hard and stressful, but when you're not feeling well, when you're not in that optimal state, it's most important in those moments to tune back into the power within you. Just like you're doing today. You feel it, don't you? Now, the next step after giving and sharing that love with yourself is to share that love with your immediate family and friends. That means being free enough from yourself in your day-to-day life to recognize that the people who you synchronize with and cross paths with, the people that you've come here and are co-creating with on a regular basis, your family, your pets, your friends, your coworkers, share that love and compassion with them. And what's necessary for you to be that gift you came here to be is for you to separate from yourself enough to know that there's more going on here, that it's not always all about you. Because I know it's tough, and sometimes it can be easy to get caught up in our own problems and thinking, oh, we need to achieve this goal or this is super important. But hey, when you're doing that, you're not recognizing those beautiful moments in front of you where this beautiful being that you know, your friend, your family, your pet, whatever, is right in front of you. So the next step after sharing the compassion with yourself is to share your compassion and your love with them. And the most powerful way you can do that is by appreciating that they're there in front of you. Step outside of that non-stop story that plays in your head, because when you live in that, you miss it. You miss these people right in front of you. Don't miss them anymore. See them. Acknowledge the divine presence within them. When you look in their eyes, see yourself. Appreciate the majesty of them. You don't have to necessarily do anything for anyone. If that was necessary, you'd know. There would be an opportunity for you to help someone take it. But what I'm sharing with you today is really simple, actually. It's just actually see those people in your life. Actually see them. Because most people aren't actually seeing each other. What I want you to do is I want you to enter your life after this video and really see the people in your life. Really actually see them. See them for who they are. Appreciate the gift of being able to perceive them and share this space and this planet together at all. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Now, once you've managed that second step, the next step is to show up for your community. Share that compassion, that love with your community. See your community for what it is. Recognize all of the beauty and joy in the space around you. And don't ignore or deny some of those messes that are happening around us in our communities. Some of the unconsciousness, some people who need help who are being ignored, right? Some situations. Show up. Help take care of the environment in your community, your town, your village, wherever you live. Show up for your community. That's the next step. And the next step after that is to take it to your country, and then to a global scale, and then to the universe itself. Show up for source. Show up for the divine. But see, we live in this amazing place where the entire whole of all of it is in just one single place. And if you can't show up for yourself, you can't show up for others. And if you can't show up for others, you can't show up. You just can't show up at all. What that looks like is like what a lot of people experience. But not you. At least not anymore. Right? Because you recognize the specialness that it means to be here and be alive. Now I want to share with you a goal. And that goal first needs to be represented by something that I actually attempted in my own personal life. I'm Nathan, by the way. If this happens to be your first time meeting me, welcome. I'm so grateful that we were able to connect today and share this message. Now, an experiment that I did was I left trash around in my house, dirty dishes, didn't make the bed, right? Started leaving piles of things on the floor, laundry, basically created a huge mess. The next thing that I did was I completely ignored the mess and pretended like it wasn't there. I just kept telling myself, it's clean, my house is clean, I live in a beautiful, clean home. I did this for 2 weeks, I kid you not. I even sat down and meditated for an entire day, focusing on what it would be like to live in a house that was clean. And I just waited and imagined that when I opened my eyes it would be clean. But you know what's interesting? At the end of all of it, eventually, I had to stand up and fold the laundry myself. I had to take out the trash and pick up the messes. Now I know this might sound strange, but what I'm asking you to do is be a powerful being that you are. I'm asking you to show up in this world because you came here to show up. And too many people are turning away from the things that they don't want to see. Too many of us are ignoring the mess that we're creating in this world. In our own personal lives, in our towns, in our culture, in our society, and on a global scale. Right? Will you admit that with me, that we're creating messes, and it all comes from us being afraid to see the truth of the mess. So the goal that I'm here to share with you today, as well as how I've invited you to remember that you are what the world needs, is to wake up with that compassion and love within you. and to not be afraid to see the destruction and the mess and the pain that's around you. Because the only reason that pain and suffering and mess exists in our world is because too many of us are afraid to see it. So we just keep ignoring it. And that is the nature of the problems in this world. It all comes from our ignorance. And that ignorance comes from fear. But I promise you, the gift that you are, the love and the compassion within you that you're cultivating in your life, you don't have anything to fear, because it is that compassion and that love which is the most powerful, unstoppable force in the entire universe and all the dimensions. It is the force which manifested you here in the first place. And you're not separate from it. You're actually an extension of that love. So what I'm calling you to do is actually to be yourself. That's actually the purpose of this video. I'm asking you, are you willing to be yourself? Are you willing to be who you've always been and to bring that genuine, authentic you into your interaction with your pets, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your town, your society, your government, your state, globally, outside of your country? Are you willing to? It's honestly kind of a silly question, me asking you if you're willing to. Because you would have clicked out of this video a long time ago if you weren't. Right? Hey, I want to thank you. I have so much respect for you coming to this place and being the light that you are. And for having the courage to realize and remember that when you turn on a light in a room that's full of messes, it's not always pretty. But what is beautiful is that now you can see, and you have the chance to stand up and clean up the mess. Don't turn the lights back off. I know sometimes it's easier to live in your imagination, but you can bring your imagination into reality. That's what manifestation is. But at the end of the day, you and me, we're the ones who have got to get up and do it. It's just like Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I personally think that this is what Gandhi meant. So thank you. I appreciate you greatly. And if you'd like to check out Vibesnfrequencies services, all kinds of things, great stuff to check out, I've got a lot linked in the description of this video for you. And I'd love to connect with you more. I'm so appreciative we've been brought together. So again, thank you. Many blessings and love and appreciation and courage straight to you in your life. How about we take a moment actually together before we leave? Put our hands over our heart. And be open to that courage, which is exactly what we're talking about in this. Let's open ourselves to that courage and allow it to flood into us. You really are so amazing. And I'm so blessed to know you, to even cross paths with you, because I've seen you. As weird as that sounds, I've seen you. And I know how great you are. hope to catch you in the next video. Much love to you.